But it is time for Ask the Lawyer with Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Perhaps you've submitted a question in the past, and maybe we're going to find out an answer today. If not, you'd like to submit a question in the future, I'll tell you how to go about that in a moment as well. But first, would you please help me welcome Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Good morning, Bruce.
I'm doing wonderful, even though it's not a bright Sunday morning.
I know.
Bruce is bright and sunny.
There you go. As is always the case, Mr. Positivity. And I know you love the sunshine. It'll return tomorrow. I think things are going to be nice for the weekend, too. So that's the good news. On the bad news front, had a bad situation here that we need your assistance with. Can you give a listen to an email real quick?
Sure.
Okay. Here's what today's email says. My son was home from college in Alabama and was riding an electric scooter. He was crossing the road in the pedestrian walkway when he was struck by a vehicle making a right-hand turn. My son was taken to the hospital with severe injuries, including 2 broken legs. Unfortunately, the vehicle that hit him only had $10,000 in bodily injury coverage. Our family owns multiple cars, including 2 work trucks, and has full coverage on all the vehicles. Our insurance company is saying because our son attends an out-of-state school, he was not a resident relative and thus not covered by our insurance. Can a lawyer help? I can virtually say almost any time. Yeah, a lawyer can help. Absolutely. Bruce, what do you make of this situation?
Well, this is a classic case of why you should call an experienced personal injury lawyer as soon as you're involved in a serious accident.
Mm-hmm.
The insurance company, of course, motto is we never pay.
Right.
And in this particular case, they're not only wrong, but they're dead wrong.
Okay.
A college student's residence is his home with his parents, even though he goes off to school, unless he just, manifests a different intention, like he moved to Alabama and lived there permanently.
Right.
But as long as you keep your personal belongings, as long as you keep your parents' address on your license, as long as you get your bills, those are all of residency.
Okay.
And he would be entitled to his parents' coverage.
Right, right.
Fortunately, it appears that his parents are well insured with multiple vehicles. Hopefully they have our friends stacking uninsured motorist coverage, and there'll be sufficient coverage to take care of them.
It says they have multiple cars, including 2 work trucks. I'm going to just go out on a limb here and assume that means that probably somebody advised them, look, this is a business, so you got to have plenty of coverage, and they would have the stacking variety. So that would be the good news, hopefully.
I think and hope that you're right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounds like a recovery is definitely possible here. You got a young college kid, got his whole life in front of him, so whatever injuries he has sustained, we got to make that as right as possible. Starts with getting a hold of a professional and doing it quickly.
Thank you, Todd. One thing that's important to notice is that the electric scooter is him driving an electric scooter. He's classified as a pedestrian. So he would also be able to get PIP or personal injury protection coverage, which pays $10,000 towards his medical bills from his parents' coverage.
I was wondering about that because if you're on a bicycle, if you're on a scooter, they're different designations. So he'd be considered a pedestrian on the scooter.
Yes, sir.
All right. Something for everybody to keep in mind who rides a scooter. And please be safe. Good all around, Bruce. Thank you for the light at the end of the tunnel, as always.
Okay. Thank you, Todd. Look forward to next Wednesday.
Yes, sir. And have a good weekend. Say hi to everybody.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let's give it up for Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured, and his answer of the week. And let me tell you, if you'd like to submit a question for future consideration, you can do so on our website. All you have to do is put Bruce in the keyword search box, and it'll take you right where you need to go. But if you are injured or have a family member who's injured, I would recommend bypassing that advice. I mean, really go right to the source, I say. Pick up the phone and call the Port Charlotte office of Associates and Bruce L. Scheiner, 941-743-7777, and get them thinking about, talking about, giving you information about, and working on that case immediately. The sooner the better. 941-743-7777. Tell them that Todd Matthews sent you from Kicks Henry 92.9.